My name is Gayle Thomas, and I'm an ordained metaphysical minister and a meditation coach and a holistic life coach or holistic health coach. I run programs and courses and workshops, and generally about helping people to expand their consciousness or help them find fulfillment or reach their full potential. And I also run a global women's group called When Women Gather. And I'm not doing it right now because it's COVID year, but I run circles for women under the When Women Gather banner as well. So I have, lucky me, I have a wonderful schedule coming up with Illuminations and lots of different meditations coming up over the next few weeks. Today I'm going to be talking about Hooponopono. Next week we'll do a whole meditation on it. We'll spend most of the session in meditation as a group meditation, and I'll lead you through it. And then beyond that, I think we've got a grounding earth meditation coming up. These are all on a Monday evening. And then towards the end of the month, I have a really lovely meditation course starting. It's an online meditation course. It's one of 3 that I'll be offering with Illuminations. And this one, starting first, is the Introduction to Mindfulness and Meditation. It's an 8-week online course, and it's incredible. You know why? Because I'll be teaching you 8 powerful practices in depth until you feel that you own them and you can practice them alone at home with nothing or no one, no prop or aid to help you. And the difference with this course is that you're going to get meditation coaching with me, one-on-one meditation coaching with me. So I make sure that every single attendee on this course will be proficient and will be able to have their own personal practice at home and feel very confident with it. There'll be lots of group discussions, and you'll be asked to keep a journal. So it's very much a journey where you will be learning so much in depth about 8 powerful practices. Okay, so let's move into the topic for today, Hooponopono. Who knows what Hooponopono is, I wonder? A couple of new faces there, nice to see you. Right, Hooponopono. So it's a Hawaiian practice of forgiveness, and it's a meditation practice ultimately. And it is something that I consider to be a healing modality that shifts your vibration vastly, can shift your consciousness, and can actually turn your life around. So because what I do for a living is coach people to reach their full potential and expand their consciousness, this is something that I really love. This is one of the most concise, compact, easy to remember practices to do, which can work through years and years of trauma and pain and shame and guilt. It's a therapy, and it's a way of life. It's a way of being, all wrapped up into one, and a healing. So what happens is Hooponopono is something where you say 4 simple lines, okay? And I'll share with you the lines later. But you say 4 simple sentences. And by the repetition of these sentences, you literally peel back the layers of yourself to the real you. You peel back layers of pain, you peel back layers of hurt, you peel back layers of not feeling good enough. You peel back layers of insecurity. It's really quite a magical thing. And actually, saying the word magical, I want to remind all of us that this life that we're in and this world that we're in is magical. We forget that because we come to live in a kind of normitude of being on automatic mode, you know, just carrying out regular habituated tasks every day. And you know, we forget about all the magic that happens behind the scenes, you know, all the things that just happen perfectly, you know, in perfect alignment and synchronicity, just for us to stay alive and just for us to take a breath or just for the earth to keep spinning in perfect proximity to the sun. There is so much magic around us. And being human is being of a consciousness that's slightly different to all the other species on this earth. Doesn't mean we're any better or any less, but our consciousness is such that we have a cerebral cortex as well, which often gets in the way. This cerebral cortex is like the monkey mind that has, is a very capable tool of helping us to manage multiple tasks, even much better than, a computer a lot of the time. It's good at calculating and estimating and planning. But this, great cerebral cortex that we have, while being great, it actually stops us from feeling and seeing the magic that pervades the whole universe, that is the language of the flowers and the trees and the animals around us. It's something that they are in synchronicity with and are accepting and receiving of, because they don't have this same grey matter capacity that we have. So saying these simple 4 lines of Hooponopono gives us a chance to peel back the layers of the things that we've learned, the things that we've collected, the psychic debris, if you like, the energetic debris that sticks to us, that makes us feel less than or slightly negative. So Hooponopono is an ancient saying, and it has a strong vibration to it. The fact that it's ancient means that it's been said many times, many times by a great deal of people at a very large frequency. And the more something is said, the more energy sticks with it. So it's something that has been well said and well worn by many lives that have come and gone on this planet before. And it has been used and embraced. And in that sense, it carries in itself a resonance, of a vibratory resonance that has power and has momentum, which means the bigger the momentum, the more things come and gravitate towards it. So if you're to embrace these 4 lines, if you're to embrace Hooponopono, you're taking on not just 4 simple sentences, you're taking on the positive resonance of all of the times that this has been said in the past. So let's talk about the morphic field to explain this a little bit better. The morphic field is an energy field which takes on a mirror-like effect quality of what it picks up. So a morphic field is kind of like a tuning fork. Okay, so when a tuning fork hears a note, it will automatically vibrate and resonate at the same pitch, at the same tone, at the same vibration. And it's very much the case with thoughts and people thinking on Earth. So you could be in a group of people. Here's an example of a everyday life morphic field. You could be with a big group of people, and someone could be talking and they could be saying very angry, pent-up words, aggressive words, and it rouses the crowd, and everybody ends up feeling some of that feeling too, and there becomes a kind of bigger energy field just because the person saying it and the people have resonated with it. They create an even bigger field of energy around that. It also goes without saying in the other way, the converse way, that this is why quite often groups of people like us tonight meditate together, because meditating on your own is one thing, but when you meditate with a group of people, the effect is cumulative and is stronger. That's because of the morphic field. Everybody has their own energetic field. Everything in this universe is vibration, and everything in the human body has a frequency, has its own resonance, and is doing a little movement back and forth of varying different frequencies. And we're in a like attracts like universe. So within our own bodies, we have an energy field, and we have an aura, and we have a vibration, and the things we think and the things we feel affect the way that we vibrate. They affect our vibration. So we can be in a good mood, for example, and then hang out with someone who's in a very negative mood, and it can easily bring us down. We can all, if we let it, we can easily come down and start vibrating on their level, and we quite often leave tired or worn out or feeling just on the same vibratory emotional level as they are. And it can also work in the positive sense. If you are a very high, strong vibration, like a lot of these spiritual figures, you can walk into a room and change the energy of everyone in it. So it's about resonance, it's about vibration, and it's about this concept of amorphic field. So, so there are many things in life, you know, buildings, experiences, shared collective memories. You know, there's a massive morphic field, for example, around things, terrible catastrophes such as the Holocaust. There was a morphic field this year, which I'm sure that many of you would have felt, around the fear of, you know, the COVID pandemic when it broke out. You know, the kind of fear was being replayed over and over, with the scripts being used on the TV channels, and people were absorbing the fear and kind of reflecting it and bouncing it off of each other. So a morphic field is important to understand, and is a powerful thing, and it's important to use the ones that are positive. So thoughts are things, okay? Thoughts have vibrations too. You know, they can have a low vibrational resonance. Literally, when you hear people say, "Oh, I feel down," that's because they're feeling sad, depressed, blue, ashamed, despairing, angry, any of those range of emotions. And if you think of a scale, like an emotional scale, you've got the more positive emotions at the top. You know, some of the best emotions you can feel might be joy, right? And the worst emotions you can feel might be despair or anger. But you can change in one day where you are positioned on this scale. You can go from high to low, from low to high, but there is a vibrational quality to that. Everything in the universe has a vibration. Manifest, physical, what you see, or non-manifest, and that includes our thoughts. So thoughts are things. So I'm explaining this because the sentences in Hooponopono, now there's a context to why they work and to why they have such an impact and such an effect. They're such humbling words to say, that in just sheer repetition, as I say, you peel back the layers of yourself to something very pure within. It's this kind of like a cleansing activity. And as I said, you know, this particular exercise is very good at working through feelings like shame or guilt or regret. And this Hooponopono meditation works wonders on healing yourself, and it works wonders on healing your relationships with other people. And it's funny because just while we were playing music, while we waited a few minutes for this session to start, on my desk next to me, I have a picture of my brother. He passed away some time ago. And being my brother, we had a fairly good relationship, but he was very sick for much of his life. And we had our squabbles when he was a kid. We didn't have any massive fallings out, but I gazed over at his photograph just before the start of the session, and I said the 4 sentences to him, and it felt so lovely and connecting. So that's also something you can do. You can also say it to pictures of loved ones. So, what are these 4 sentences? Okay, number 1, I am sorry. Number 2, please forgive me. Number 3, thank you. Number 4, I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. So as we say these words, we say them to ourselves. And I think even just hearing the words, they are so utterly humbling that almost in a sense, when you really tap into it, time stops and you really go inside to the truth, to the real you, and say something that resonates in a very forgiving way. So to offer yourself forgiveness for whatever you may have created in the past is taking ownership. It's like, it's taking responsibility. That's what it's doing. It's taking ownership and it's taking responsibility. Even before you frame anyone else, you put anyone else in the picture of this practice, by just meaning and saying those words and directing them inwards to you, you are allowing yourself to say sorry to yourself for all of the negative thoughts or destructive thoughts you may have had that have hurt your body or hurt your mind in the past. And then you ask yourself for forgiveness, which is wonderfully clarifying and cleansing. And then you say thank you, and you've probably heard how amazing it is to have gratitude in your life, how it can just change the energy and vibration of everything that happens around you. And then lastly, I love you. So how often do we ever get to say to ourselves, I love you? And to say it genuinely. I mean, even more powerful if you can say it to yourself in front of a mirror, you know, I love you, I really, really love you. These 4 sentences, you can't get any more pure. There's no more layer to peel back after that. It's just a kind of naked you, a pure you, and full ownership of everything that's happened in your life that you may be going around saying he did that or she did that. That was done to me. I didn't have a choice. And this even goes far back as, you know, when you were a baby, when you were a child, maybe you didn't have a great upbringing, or a teenage era, or as a young adult. All of the things where you felt under attack or persecuted or misunderstood or hurt or let down or broken-hearted or angry. In just by saying these 4 words, you accept that you created your conditions, you created your reaction, and that you can change it. You don't have to give your power away. That it's a choosing. So I say to people, when you want to start this, really give it a good go, because you'll see that everything will change in your life. You know, your life will really shift. And I say to people that you should do this for 21 days, okay? So when we're going to do some of this today together, right? And then if this is something that resonates with you, you can download a Hooponopono recording on YouTube, or you can sit in your car when you're driving, when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed, and you can say these 4 lines over and over again. You can put your earphones on and just play some background music like I had on and say it over the top. You can write it over and over in your journal. But I would ask you to give it a good go and to practice it for 21 days. 21 days is enough to kick off a good resonance and to create a big energetic shift in your life. The key here is clearing out your energetic field, clearing out your subconscious. And even if you don't believe these words right from the very beginning, just keep saying it. Keep saying the script. Keep saying the lines, because you'll program yourself to believe it. You'll program yourself to be it. And basically what we are as human beings, we're processors. We're like giant computers ourselves. We are plugged into the mains. We are plugged into the source, energy, everything, all that is. But with our brains running the way they run all the time, we're processing, running many programs, just like a computer at the same time. And we never stop to see if some of these programs just don't serve us anymore. So we may be running programs of guilt or regret, or I wasn't good enough, or I didn't do enough, or I said the wrong thing, or that person has hurt me, I never forgive them, or this was done to me, this was wrong. These are programs. We have a choice. And the past is actually not here. It doesn't physically exist anymore. All that actually exists is the now. Future doesn't exist. It's a construct. All we ever have is now, 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 now. Past is already gone. You'll never retrieve it. All you can really learn from the past is that you don't need to use it anymore. It's not you. You recreate the version of you in every moment of this now. And you can recreate the version of you with a Hooponopono exercise. So it's like an acknowledgement and taking responsibility for whatever you have created in your life that has become you, that you can just let go of now. It's actually okay to let go of, and that you can forgive yourself and you can thank yourself for having that experience and all the gifts that it gave you. And then you can love yourself for it. I'm smiling because someone's got their pet jumped on their lap, really cute pet. So should we have a go? Let's all have a go of doing Hooponopono together, okay? I'll put some music on. In the meantime, what I'd like you to do is get yourself into a really comfortable seated position. If you have your shoes on, take your shoes off. Make sure you've got something around your shoulders if it's cool. A nice, comfortable seated position. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Let's all close our eyes and bring your awareness to the breath. 3 deeper breaths in and out through the nose. Allow the jaw to feel soft and heavy. Allow the back of the neck to soften. And the shoulders to relax. And now what I would like you to do is set an intention for yourself. Set an intention to change your life for the better in some way. I'm going to leave you for 30 seconds while you fill in the words. So set the intention to change your life for the better in some way. You may want to form that into your own words that fits your life perfectly right now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to metabolize any guilt, any shame, any anger, any sorrow, any regret into positive intention. Say your intention 2 more times. So you've said it 3 times mentally to yourself. Okay, so the mics are off, and I'll give you a choice. It depends on your personal situation right now. You can say the 4 lines out aloud with me. If you feel comfortable in your living space, I won't hear you because your mics are on mute, but I welcome you to say it out loud. You'll only hear me. Or you can mentally recite these 4 lines along with me as I say them. And I will start saying them and continue for maybe 5 minutes, and then I will let you continue in silence to repeat to yourself, either out loud or mentally. This is your choice, and I cannot hear you. Let's begin. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now continue with your own rhythm. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And now, just sit peacefully as I give a prayer for our group. I speak forth into the presence of our God mind at the center of consciousness within us. You know the direction of everything we should be doing in our life at this time. Let your influence be within our every thought this day and every day of our life. We open our mind, body, soul, and spirit to your all-knowing mind. Let every thought that comes into our mind come from you. Let everything we feel be inspired by you. Let us always be sensitive to the truth that you are the true life and mind of our being. And let us live each day with the inner certainty that happiness and success are ours already, through the inner direction you provide us. And for this, I give thanks. And so it is. And if you feel comfortable, you can gently open your eyes if it feels right, or you can continue to listen with your eyes closed, whatever's more comfortable for you. We live in a magical world, and we have magic at our fingertips. We just need to remember who we are, and we just need to remember that we're not little, we're big. Thanks for putting your cameras on, those that have. And it's nice to see you back in the room. I hope it was an enjoyable practice. It's not for everyone to be led and to hear someone else's voice. So I thank you for staying with me. Sometimes it doesn't work for someone to hear someone else saying the same thing. But I hope that you really felt into that, and it gives you a good taste of Hooponopono and how incredible it really is. And one thing I do with Hooponopono is I use the mala, and I actually say it 108 times. So I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. And so on. And by the time I've done 108 of that, I'm in a very peaceful place 108 times. So there's one practice that you can do in conjunction with Hooponopono, and that's a recitation with a mala. So I hope that you got the gist of that, and I hope that you got the gist of how powerful it is for self-cleansing. For the last bit of time today, I have lots of time for questions. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask? Okay, let's see in the chat. Someone's put about a prayer. Yes, I don't label it to God. Yeah, this person has said, yeah, you don't believe in any kind of mind God. That's okay. I'm not pushing any particular God or religion on you. Actually, I'm an ordained metaphysical minister. I don't belong to any particular religion. I believe in energy, and I believe in the vastness and the energy of the universe. So the prayer that I say are just words that I've created, but the words I believe are powerful, same as they are with HoOpponopono, and they're just for positive intention to share for all of us. So I'm sorry if I offended you. Next thing. Any other questions from anyone?
Not a question, but you know, I bought. Hello, hi, how are you? This is Neetu. Okay, I'll put on the picture. I have bought the program, but I have not got the time to do it. But I do this in the morning every day, and I focus my near and dear ones, and then say it 10 times to each of them. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely to say it to your loved ones. That's a really lovely practice. Thanks for sharing that. How long have you been doing it for, Neetu?
It's been like, from the time I think the COVID started, maybe it's been like 3 months now. I do this in the morning every day.
Oh, that's really wonderful. And
yeah, to my parents, to my brothers, sisters, to my in-laws, to my husband, to my children. Yeah.
That's really lovely. I hope it's received well in the right way.
Yeah. Thank you. But right now it was really nice. Doing it again, it was really nice. And I had tears at the end. Yes.
That's really lovely. So there's some cleansing going on for you, some kind of release.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for sharing. It's really nice.
Thank you. And yesterday I did your old meditation. Just wanted to share that also. One of the meditations was there and it was amazing, really nice. Again, you know, I was in tears, like, I don't know why. I think the last week meditation, I missed last week's meditation, where you have like 2-3 meditations together.
Yes. Yes. I remember. Excellent.
Yes.
I'm so glad you liked.
So I did I usually sit when everybody's around to sleep, and then I go in the balcony and sit there around 11:30, 12. So I did that, and like, it was amazing, really amazing. Thank you so much. Really grateful.
It's so nice that you shared. Thanks so much. And thank you. She says, thank you, I love you. Yeah, thank you, I love you too. Okay, I have another question here. Is it okay to cry while doing this exercise? But of course, I couldn't stop crying. Am I doing it wrong? Clearly, you're doing something right. So crying isn't necessarily a bad thing, a negative thing. It is a thing of letting go. And letting go, if your body's doing it automatically, is something it just doesn't want to hold on to anymore. You know, body's very good at trying to get rid of things that it doesn't want, whether it's toxins in the skin by creating a spot or a rash, to tears to actually cleanse emotions and long held onto feelings. So it may not have felt pleasant for you to cry. You may have felt like you're letting yourself down, but the whole point of this is that you are being there for yourself, and you're saying you forgive yourself, and that you're sorry, and you're thanking yourself, and that you're loving yourself. So it's definitely a good thing, and I really hope you sleep well tonight. And I would imagine that it might be something that will come again, you know, when you say these words again, and just stay with it. Just go with the flow. Just hold the feeling. Don't try and shut the door on it. Just let it go, because, you know, your body is intelligent. It's an intelligent system, and it also runs without the working of the cerebral cortex, which we spoke about. And there's an intelligence to it. So go with the flow, and it will, you know, these tears, they may be of sorrow, or they may end up being of joy, right? So it's okay. Thank you for sharing. And thank you, someone else has backed that up. Yes, it's okay to cry. You're just releasing stuff and cleansing. Yes. Oh, I'm just reading. That's okay, Unsa. Thank you too. Yeah, I think there's a consensus from a few participants. Just allow it, just let it be, and just let it go. Are there any other questions? Any other questions about the speed? I did it slow at first. Did it fast? Any other questions about how or duration or what it's doing? This is a great one actually to do with kids. It's a really great one to do with kids, and I think I say something every week about kids, but kids really need to be given a break. There's so much pressure, and they just need to be shown a tool, to be given a tool, you know, that just allows them to release as they accrue debris, and just to forgive themselves, to love themselves, to thank themselves. And it's, as I say, a great practice for your relationships with other people. Question from Camellia. How long should the practice be? No set rule, and I'm not a big fan of rules for meditation. And when it comes to one's own personal practice, it should be for as long as your attention is there. So if you're not in the space, don't do it or stop doing it. If you're really enjoying it, there's nothing to stop you from doing it for an hour. And there's nothing to stop you from doing it many times throughout the day. If you're someone that likes to know when there's a beginning and end, this suggestion of the mala is a great thing. It's a great measuring stick, if you like. Or you can set a timer on your phone, but there's no set time. Next question, how can I do it with my husband? Well, I'm not sure what kind of personality or viewpoint your husband has on this, but if he's open to it, you could put some music on to start with, you know, like the kind that we just had. And that music I just found on YouTube. It's called 5 to 8 hertz frequency music, and that lasts 3 hours, by the way. There's lots of stuff like that on YouTube. But it's a nice thing to do. You can sit opposite each other on the sofa, on the bed, and just say it in unison. You probably may have the laughing fits for a bit, or, you know, depends on what frame of mind. You may actually move. It could be a journey, and it's quite a moving exercise. You may actually both find yourself in tears. But if, here's an exercise now, here's a thought. I don't know if any of you have ever practiced eye gazing, but to say this Hooponopono whilst gazing into the eyes of a loved one is going to be very healing and cleansing. And you could quite possibly end up having a tear as you look at each other to say it. But it doesn't have to be that intense or dramatic. You could just sit facing away from each other. You're sitting facing out on the sofa, not looking at each other, but saying it at the same time. Any other questions? So I think that in this course coming up, the introduction to mindfulness and meditation, we are actually going to cover Hooponopono. And I think that it's a good idea on the course to have everybody's name on a sheet of paper in front of them, so that when we say the Hooponopono, in fact, we should probably do this next week for the Hooponopono full meditation, where you come to the meditation with pen and paper if possible, and you jot down the names of everyone, and we'll start the meditation saying the 4 lines for ourselves. And then we'll spend 2 or 3 minutes at the end saying it to everybody else. So whether we've met them or not is kind of irrelevant, because it's an allowing of healing for the other people in the group, and it's about the morphic field. So if you're up for that, we'll do that next week, and I'll definitely do that on the course. Thank you, Zaina. Any other questions? There's one thing I do have to mention about the meditation course, that there's an early bird offer. And for the first 5 people that sign up, the price is 1,200 plus VAT AED. So that's for the first 5 people. That's my admin statement. Apart from that, if there's no other questions, I will sign out, and I will wish you all a very pleasant evening, and I hope it was a very effective exercise for you, and nice to see a couple of familiar faces. So I wish you lots of love, and take care, and see you soon. Bye, everyone.